Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Kemi or Sheba. Kemi is my middle name and Sheba is my nickname growing up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, comment and share. And today's topic that we're going to learn or teach each other is about 401k program. So a 401k program is a tax deferred or a tax deductible program that is offered by companies, and there are pros and cons to it. I'll just walk you through it and then I'll walk you through like how to best take advantage of it. So the first pros of it is it's a greater flexibility contribution program. When you compare it with the traditional IRAs, which stands for individual retirement accounts, they have a cap of $7,000 contribution per year, while for 401k we have the flexibility to contribute up to whichever limit that ARS has set. For this year's 2024, the max contribution per individual is set at 23,000. When you compare the two, you have the traditional IRA set at 7,000, while the 401k is at 23,000. So that's a very big advantage right there. Also, another advantage is a tax deferred program, meaning like you don't have to pay taxes right now. But we're going to talk about that much later because you have to pay at retirement when most of us assume are going to be on a little bit on a lower tax bracket, so that means you're going to pay lower taxes instead of paying higher taxes right now. And the other advantage is a tax deductible account. It means like you are able to deduct the money right now from your tax returns when you're filing, and that basically reduces your tax bracket. Let's say, for example, if your annual income is 100,000, then if you contribute for this year 23,000, that puts you at 77,000 tax bracket instead of 100,000. And there are different tax bracket with ARS and their required contributions. And the other one is you're able to withdraw the money during hardship, like during COVID, most people were able to withdraw without any penalties, except just for the regular tax, federal tax returns, as it was mandated by the president. And also, if you've had enough contributions, then you are also able to take a loan against it up to a max of 50,000. So it's usually a max of 50,000 or half of what you've contributed. If you contributed $10,000, then you're eligible, depending on your company as well and on your program. But most often than not, you're eligible for at least 50% of what you contributed. So if you have 10,000, then you're eligible for 5,000. If you have 40,000, then you're eligible for 20,000. If you have 50 or more, then you can only withdraw like 25,000. If you've contributed up to 100,000, then you're eligible to up to 49,000 or 50,000, and that's the max you can borrow against the 401k program. And then the other advantage is if you have the 401k program with one employer, you are able to roll the program over to your new employer so you don't lose your money. But remember, these 401k programs are usually employee given by the employer. The other cons are um, these programs are not able to be provided by banks, but just through your employer. So if your employer doesn't have a 401k program, unfortunately, you are not able to participate in one. And the other one is you must contribute to the program for you to reap off the benefits. If you don't participate, most companies they usually mandate the employees to contribute for them to match. If you don't contribute anything towards your program, then you are not able to receive any company matches. The other con is it has sometimes, depending on the companies, they have pre-selected funds that you can invest your money in. And like the traditional IRA, you can invest your money in whichever program or whichever ways that you feel like. And then the final one is the R tax penalties associated with the program. If you've not reached 59 and a half years, you're definitely going to incur a lot of huge taxes or penalties associated with the program. So For this year, like let's say I just wanted to walk you through. If your company has a 401k program, if you're not 100% sure, please go to your human resource management. They should be able to advise you whether they have one or not. And if you do have one, find out the best way you can take advantage of it. I'm just going to walk you through how you can take advantage for this year 2024 contribution. So if your company has the 401k program, this year's limit contribution per individual is going to be 23,000. So I always tell people, like, don't take the whole amount and contribute within 6 months. If you do so, that means like then the company matching stops at 6 months. Always take the amount that the IRS has set for the year, distribute it the whole year, and take advantage of the company match for each and every paycheck, because this is free money. Don't let it go. This is free money by the company that is being offered to you. So let's say this year is 23,000. I always advise, like, hey, take subtract $20 from it and then divide by the number of paychecks that you do have. If you are bi-weekly, that means those are 26 paychecks per year. If you are semi-monthly, that means those are 24 paychecks per year. Divide those, and then for my easy calculations that I found is for the bi-weekly, take $884 per paycheck. And if you are by semi-monthly, because the amount of contributions are much lower, so the amount is going to slightly be higher, and that will be $958. So that way it gives you that buffer not to reach 23,000, and also gives you that advantage to take advantage of the final company match at the end of the year. Now, however,